Hello my brothers and sisters of nerdiness, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and we're carrying on once again with the Judge Dredd minis, and we have yet again a tie between B and C. I know I've left it a couple of weeks, but it was really up to our eyes in it last week with gardening stuff and it near enough killed me, so we are back to get on with what we're doing. So as I say, we've got a tie between B and C, so we're going to do the same as we did last time. Let's move that over and bring in our what do we call it, dice tray, and we're going to roll our 20-sided die to see which of the ones we've got. So the first one I got, I think, was C, and the second vote I got was B. I've only had 2 votes this time, so this time C is odd, B is even. Okay, and we have, hoping you can see that there, it's the number 8. Let's tilt it so you can see. Yep, so it's the number 8, which, yeah, as you may have guessed, is even. So as I said, B is even because it was the second. Whoops. It was the second vote that we had. So 2 being an even number. That's the way I work it. So it's B. So what we'll do is exactly the same as we have been doing. That's the one we're using this time. So oops, take him off here. So we have B there. I will take this chappy off D. Not very popular, is he? Nobody seems to want to see him painted, but never mind. Hopefully this time he might be popular enough, because everybody seems to be going for B and C when it comes round to voting. So we have 3 left, A, B and C, obviously. So well, I'm doing, while I haven't been doing this for a couple of weeks, this has gone a little bit dry, so I'm just going to sort it out that way and press your man on here. So this is who we have. I will move these to one side as they will serve no more part in this video, and instead we're just going to concentrate on this fella here. There we are. So that's who we're painting. Has a bit of a chain belt around his long coat. Got a Mohican, a big gun, shoulder pad there, and a shirt with a bit of a belly on him. So let's see what kind of thing we can do with him. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit, unlike last time where I had them completely zoomed in, and you missed quite a bit. I do apologise for that. I only realised in editing what I'd done, but hopefully you enjoyed the videos. I never know when I'm doing these how many videos I'm going to be taking to actually do what I want to do, but we will find out later on. It's not like you know, when I was doing the buildings where it was just high speed and doing the overdub on it. This time when I'm doing minis like this, I like actually talking through what I'm doing and why, and showing you what I'm doing so you can see and follow along if you wish with whatever colour paint you choose to use. So that being said, I'm going to take a nice drink of a certain popular drink, which is opposed to Nurse Salt, if you get my drift. Oh, one thing I want to do is bring in herself from last time. Was this her? Yes, she was. And as you can see, looking at her, she is now matte, and I've taken all the shininess off her, because last time, if you remember, she was looking very glossy where I put that wash. I'll not be using that wash again for these, but I have given her a matte varnish, and she's looking okay now, so I'm quite happy with that. So she's looking roughly how I want her to look, although very monotone in her colour scheme, but it's her choice. And that's that. Anyway, that's what we've done. Now let's get back to what we're doing. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can follow along. So that being said, let's get on with it, shall we? So we start off with flesh, and I think we've had let's do something different in the line of flesh, shall we? Now, colour we've not used for flesh in this yet. Bestigo flesh. It's a little darker, but hopefully it's going to be an interesting colour for us. And we'll pop that on there like so. Add a little bit more. Now we'll go in the water, shake it off, oops, and we'll get cracking on these. Now, as you can probably tell, I'm trying to do different flesh tones. We've had a couple of darker skin, a couple of pale skin. You know, there's that, and then hands or fingers. There we go. There's that. Make sure you get everywhere there is flesh. That will do. And that's that. There we are. So that's what we have so far. In fact, I'll just put a little bit more on the top there near his Mohican. Oh yeah. Right, let's see what else we can do. Now I've said quite a few times that blue is a colour that I want to use for trousers. It's just linking them all together. So again, I will be using the Crag Blue. So I'll pop that on there, and I'm going to pop a little bit more up here, and into this blue we're going to put some of the skin tone just to change it slightly, because we don't want it a really bright vivid blue, a grey blue. Like this is quite a nice one to use for trousers. And as you can see, it's very grey but still blue, a blue tint to it. Quite happy with that, because these pouches, or these padding here, we can always do as the main colour of blue, so we can just do like a neat McCrag blue or another shade of blue in there, just to break up this grey and bring out the blue colour. I'm quite pleased with that. I do like that. And as you can see, there's like a covering, it's like shoes, and then you've got your covering of to make them look like boots. In fact, here I think I may do this shoulder pad this colour as well, just for the sake of something different. I'll do it all and I can pick out those lumpy bits later on. And quite like that colour actually. Although saying that, looks like what did it used to be called? Shadow grey, was it? And we'll do this shoulder pad as well, so it looks as though he's bought them as a pair rather than two separate ones, because they look alike, so we might as well make them a pair rather than, as I say, make them look different. And that will do. Okay, so that's the trousers done, and the base of trousers done, and that, and the shoulder pads. I'm going into the McCrag blue now, and as I said, I can pick out these raised areas, patches, whatever they may be, and do these in the McCrag blue. Just like so. And that won't be fine. Like that. As you can see, it's bringing out the blue in the background of in the main body of the trousers now, which is exactly what we wanted it to do. It looks less grey and more blue. There we are. Right, next, let's do the coat. No, let's do the shirt first of all. The shirt, let's do with Mutant's Hue. Not used this one yet. Let's have careful of what's the worst that could happen. And we'll add some of this paint to palette, and we'll get into it, and we'll paint the entirety of the shirt this colour. There we go. I'm not sure. I think I should have done a bit more on the trousers, but we'll come back to that later on. There we are. And I'll just make sure that everywhere here is done. And that's fine, that. And then I'll go back into the colour of the trousers and just get up here and do the belt area. Right. That's okay. And now let's look at the boots, well, the shoes and the legging pieces. Well, for the shoes, no, I don't want that one. Let's do this one. Yes, for the shoes, Doombull Brown. You can see I'm not going really bright colours like it would be depicted in the comic strips. You know, the gang members, I don't see them as, you know, being incredibly brightly coloured clothing and whatnot. In real life, I would see them as, you know, trying to hide away from drawing attention to themselves. So we'll get some of this Doombull Brown. We'll add some of this mutant hue into it. Okay, and that colour is going to be, oh, we have somebody at the door, but never mind. That colour is going to be for these spats or whatever, I think they're called spats. Might cover the shin and just over the top of the boots. I may be wrong. There we go. But whatever they're called, we'll paint them this colour. And quite like this actually. It's a nice colour. It's amazing what you can find when you just mix two colours together and see what you come up with. There it. I just need to get a little bit more on the tip of my brush just to go around the top here. That will do. And then let's make sure the bottom's done as well. There we are, very nice and doodly doodly. And now wash the brush out and we'll go into the Doombull brown and do the boots, shoes. And after we've given this a wash, I'm going to look at what, I'm going to try and find out what these things are called, or whether they are spats. I'll ask Alice, she should know. She did fashion in college many years ago, so she doesn't know about, if she doesn't know what they're called, then I don't know. That's that done. Next job is the coats. And again, we're just doing basic stuff here at the moment. We're not going mad on things. The coats, I think, will have dark. I don't think I've done one this colour. I think I might have once, but never mind. Inky by Darkness. I'm going to go with that. And we'll add some of that there and put some separate. But let's add some of this into here and see what we can come up with. This made it a little paler. See what adding a little bit of this in with it does. Oh, that's an interesting colour. Let's do the coat in this. Well, see, it's a very strange looking green colour. I quite like it. Here where it's bordering the shirt, just make sure all that has been done. I've caught the shirt with this colour, so let's see if I can gently remove it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that now. Looks as though it's quite fully covered. Why did I just put water on the Mini rather than paint for the colour? Never mind, doesn't matter. That's that. And for the gloves, I think what I'm going to do is mix some of the blue with the brown. So it's the McCrag blue with the Doombull brown. And that's going to be for these gloves here, which remember are fingerless gloves. And try my best to get the areas that will be gloves. we go. It's a little tricky to get some places, but we'll do what we can do. And that is probably it for the base coats. I am leaving the glasses and the hair for the time being. The glasses, the hair and the gun for the time being. Because we all know what the guns are going to be. The glasses I think I'll do the same way. But the hair I've not decided yet, so we'll think of something for that. But now we want a wash. So I'm going to get let's go with flesh wash. We'll do that obviously over the flesh. And I think over the shirt as well, because it's light enough. Oh yeah. And that's over and done with. A little bit over the fingers. And again, all over the flesh, all over the shirt. Just for the sake of darkening them down a touch. I don't think we'll get away with this on the boots. No, it's too pale for the boots. So for the rest of it, we're going to use, because it's a darker colour, we're going to use a dark tone wash. Give it a good shake. Make sure all pigments are mixed in. Hopefully, I can't remember this one, but hopefully it's not as glossy as the mid-tone wash.